Hi, my name is James Hollowatch, and first we're going to be going over the resolutional analysis, subpoint A, background. In the background, we're going to be talking about how the FA-35 should be discontinued and how the F-18 should continue to be produced. Subpoint B, the definitions. The F-35's purpose is going to be for reconnaissance and air-to-air combat. Subpoint C, plan text. Discontinuing the F-35 would help save military spending on Southcom, and they could then make a better, more improved FA-XX with the money saved from discontinuing the F-35. Subpoint D, criteria. Another reason why we should discontinue the F-35 is its lack of range and fuel capacity in comparison to its nearest competitor, the F-18. Advantage, subpoint A. The F-35 is not nearly as stealthy in comparison to its nearest competitor, the F-18 fighter jet. Stealth can be helpful to Southcom in many ways, including defending the Panama Canal from afar. Advantage, subpoint B, inherency. We have the F-35 currently because of its ease of operation and its need for only one pilot. In comparison, the F-18, its nearest competitor, requires 2 pilots to operate. Advantage, subpoint C, solvency. The F-18 cost is about $70 million compared to the F-35's $108 million, making for an overall savings of approximately $38 million per unit. Therefore, you could buy 3 F-18s for the price of only 2 F-35s. Advantage, subpoint D, impact. We can only see an increase of production in the F-18's speed, fuel capacity, and price. The only advantage that the F-35 has is its reliability and its ability to only man 1 pilot, while the F-18 can man 2. And this is the reason that the F-18 is better than the F-35 and is much cheaper and more sufficient in stealth combat missions for Southcom. The F-35 started production. Its approximate worth was $150 million, but due to an increase in production, the price lowered to $108 million. This number is still incomparable to the F-18's significantly lower price of $70 million, making the F-18 a more feasible option. If we were to discontinue the F-35, the Navy could reinvest that money saved from the F-35 and put it into other programs to help build a newer and better equipped FA-XX, which the Navy has said that they have already started preparing to build. So if we keep continuing to build more F-35s, this will actually hurt that goal of making the FA-XX. But if we were to produce more F-18s, that goal could be reached because the F-18 is far more cheaper, and with the $38 million save per unit, it wouldn't hurt anything, any productivity, any productivity of the military, because in turn, the Navy will be getting a more faster, more fuel efficient, cheaper F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet. In my opinion, the pros of the F-18 clearly outweigh the price difference between the 2 aircraft in the F-35, because in turn you're getting more bang for your buck, because the F-35 is actually said to have too much competition between its neighboring countries. For example, the Russian fighter jets could easily blow the F-35 out of the sky while not even being able to touch the F-18 fighter jet, the Super Hornet basically, and it's just has too much competition and you're spending significantly less. And the F-18 can do pretty much what the F-35 can do, but it's cheaper and faster, so you're paying less for an aircraft that can compete with neighboring countries easily, has no competition, and it has the same stealth capabilities that the F-35 has, but you're paying significantly less. With the increased edge and flying distance of the F-18, how that relates to Southern Command is that you could increase your flying distance to the Panama Canal, for example, and you should even go as far south as Colombia, help aid the drug war, and come back in one trip with its extended range over the F-35. And also, by readopting the F-18 or potentially upgrading the F-18, it offers a platform that most pilots are already familiar with in regards to the two-pilot system. And learning the F-35 actually might be more difficult to learn and experience for pilots because most of them are used to the two-manned F-18 platform.